if your car has over 100,000 miles. Listen closely, because what you're doing right now might be slowly killing it, without you even realizing. These 10 common habits are destroying engines, shredding transmissions, and draining your bank account. And here's the twist. They're things you probably do every single day. Most drivers only realize it after a breakdown, when it's too late. Want to keep your car running past 300,000 miles? Then stay tuned, because mistake number 7 shocks even veteran mechanics. 1. Ignoring oil change intervals. The engine's silent death. Oil is the lifeblood of your engine. When your car is pushing 100,000 miles or more, skipping or stretching oil changes is one of the worst things you can do. Old engines have tighter tolerances due to wear, which means they depend on clean, high-quality oil even more. Letting the oil go past its due date allows sludge, carbon deposits, and metal shavings to circulate, grinding away at your engine's internal components. Worse yet, the oil's viscosity breaks down, losing its ability to lubricate. The result: increased friction, heat, and, eventually, catastrophic failure. For high-mileage engines, synthetic oil or high-mileage blends are best. And while your manual might say 7,500 miles, real-world use, especially in stop-and-go traffic or hot climates, means changing oil every 3,000 to 5,000 miles is smarter. Experts like those from the American Automobile Association, AAA, agree. Regular oil changes are the cheapest insurance you can buy to extend the life of your car. Never, ever gamble with oil. One missed oil change could cost you an engine. 2. Revving a cold engine. The morning murder. You turn the key, hear your engine purr, and instinctively hit the gas. Big mistake. Revving your engine when it's cold is one of the fastest ways to wear it out. When your engine is cold, oil hasn't fully circulated. It takes about 30 to 60 seconds for oil to reach critical parts like the camshaft, pistons, and bearings. Revving sends those components into high-speed motion without proper lubrication. It's like sprinting before your joints are warmed up, except your engine won't heal. Over time, this habit accelerates wear on piston rings, cylinder walls, and turbochargers. You may not notice damage today, but 5 months from now, you could be facing reduced compression or even engine knocking. What should you do instead? Start your engine, wait 30 seconds, then drive gently until the temperature needle rises. Trust the pros. Letting your car warm up naturally while driving moderately is better than sitting idle or revving. Mechanics hate this cold start revving habit, and high mileage cars suffer the most. Be patient. Your engine will thank you. 3. Skipping transmission service. The invisible killer. Engines get all the glory, but your transmission is just as critical, and often more fragile. Most drivers ignore it completely until the vehicle starts slipping, jerking, or failing to shift. By the time you feel those symptoms, it might be too late. High-mileage cars especially need transmission fluid changes. Transmission fluid lubricates, cools, and cleans the inner components. Over time, it breaks down and collects contaminants, turning into a sludgy mess that wreaks havoc on your transmission. Check your owner's manual, but for older cars, 30,000 to 60,000 miles between flushes is standard. And don't fall for the lifetime fluid myth. Nothing lasts forever under heat and pressure. Ignoring this can cost you big. A transmission rebuild or replacement ranges from $2,500 to $4,500. Want your car to last past 200,000 miles? Start respecting your transmission. It's one of the most overlooked systems and one of the most expensive to fix. 4. Running on empty frequently. The fuel pump killer. You might think running your car near empty just means fewer trips to the gas station. But every time you drive on fumes, you're taking years off your fuel system. Why? Because your fuel pump relies on gasoline to stay cool. When fuel is low, the pump is exposed to air and starts overheating. Over time, this leads to premature failure. Plus, older gas tanks collect debris and sediment at the bottom. Running low stirs this up and sends contaminants through the fuel filter and into the injectors. Bad news for high-mileage cars already prone to clogging. Replacing a fuel pump can cost between $600 and $1,000, and injectors aren't cheap either. The fix: keep your tank at least a quarter full at all times. Not only does it protect your fuel system, but it also gives you peace of mind on longer trips or in emergencies. 5. Ignoring the check engine light. The blinking bomb. It's easy to ignore that little amber icon on your dash until it turns into a 4-digit repair bill. The check engine light can indicate dozens of issues, from a loose gas cap to a misfiring cylinder. In high-mileage cars, ignoring it could mask serious problems like a failing catalytic converter, a broken sensor, or poor air-fuel ratios that burn out your engine over time. Many drivers assume it's still driving fine, so it's probably nothing. But modern engines use dozens of sensors to regulate performance. If even one goes out of spec, it could be degrading your engine's efficiency and causing long-term damage. Solution: get a $20 OBD2 scanner, plug it in, and at least read the code. Better yet, visit a trusted mechanic to diagnose the root cause. Never assume your car can talk without reason. When that light comes on, listen. 6. Neglecting cooling system maintenance. The silent overheater. Coolant is more than just colored fluid. It regulates your engine's temperature and prevents overheating. Many drivers never change their coolant, especially in older vehicles. The result? Corroded radiators, failed water pumps, and warped cylinder heads. Coolant loses effectiveness over time and can turn acidic, eating away at internal components. Flushing your cooling system every 2 to 5 years or 30,000 to 50,000 miles prevents buildup and corrosion. Don't wait for your temperature gauge to spike. A $100 coolant flush now could save you a $2,000 repair later. 7. Overlooking brake fluid. The hidden danger. Brake fluid absorbs moisture over time, which reduces braking performance and leads to internal corrosion in brake lines and calipers. It's a safety hazard and a repair bill waiting to happen. Experts recommend flushing brake fluid every 2 to 3 years. For high-mileage cars, it's essential. If you're noticing a soft brake pedal or longer stopping distances, check your fluid immediately. Replacing a master cylinder or ABS module costs far more than a simple flush. Don't risk your safety or your wallet. 8. Skipping air filter changes. The engine's breathing problem. Your engine needs oxygen to combust fuel. A clogged air filter suffocates performance and increases fuel consumption. Worse, it allows dirt to enter the engine, accelerating wear on pistons and cylinders. Change your air filter every 15,000 to 30,000 miles or more often in dusty environments. It's a cheap fix that protects your engine's longevity. 9. Driving with low tire pressure. The suspension stressor. Underinflated tires increase rolling resistance, forcing your engine and suspension to work harder. Over time, this strains shocks, struts, and wheel bearings, especially in older cars. Check tire pressure monthly and before long trips. It improves MPG, safety, and reduces premature wear on vital suspension parts. 10. Using cheap fuel or additives. The knockout blow. Cheap gas from no-name stations can contain more ethanol or impurities, which wreak havoc on older engines. Knock and ping are signs your engine is struggling. Stick to top-tier fuel brands. If using additives, research ones that are proven, like Techron, to clean injectors without damaging sensors. 11th. Delaying belt and hose replacements. The ticking time bomb. Serpentine belts and radiator hoses degrade over time. One snap or leak could leave you stranded or overheat your engine. Inspect them regularly. Replace belts every 60,000 to 100,000 miles and hoses at signs of bulging or cracking. 12th. Forgetting battery maintenance. The weak link. Corroded terminals or weak batteries cause hard starts, erratic idling, and electrical glitches. Clean the terminals every 6 months and test your battery annually. High-mileage engines with tired electrical systems rely even more on a solid battery connection. 13th. Letting it sit too long. The slow death. Cars are meant to be driven. Letting your high-mileage car sit for weeks causes flat spots on tires, drained batteries, and fuel system gumming. If you store your car, use a battery tender, fuel stabilizer, and drive it at least once every 2 weeks. Regular use keeps seals lubricated and systems active. There you have it. 13 habits that quietly destroy high-mileage cars. You don't need a mechanic's degree to fix these. Just awareness, a little discipline, and care. Which of these have you been guilty of? Be honest. Drop it in the comments. Help others learn from your mistakes. And if this video saved your car or your wallet, smash that like button and subscribe for more pro tips to keep your ride alive. Drive smart, drive long, and make your car outlive its odometer.